of Space Shuttle Atlantis on a mission to build, resupply, and to do research on the International Space Station.
Houston now controlling. Atlantis begins its penultimate journey to shore up the internet.
To get more of a process and flow. So I'll give you an instance of what we're doing now. Is we've just signed up with a new company, and what we're building, and this would be available for our CASI members. So everything that we do internally for my business, we will release to our CASI members. I don't want to hide anything at all. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to work out a system or a way to employ people better, to attract better, well, not better, but to attract people that are more in line with who we are and where we're going. So we call that our core values. So our company decided what our core values were, and then so we stick by them. So this is who we are, this is where we're trying to go, and these are the type of people we're trying to attract. So we wanted to use that in a way, because a lot of people out there, and it's very common, you'll hear it a lot. I've got something in my bed, have I? Nope. And it's, how do I attract the good employees? I train them and they leave. I just can't seem to keep good employees. I can't seem to attract good employees. What's going on? Are they just, is there's no one out there? Well, it's probably not them. It's probably the way you're advertising. And this is what I find. So in Australia, we have a thing where you can be unemployed and you get unemployment benefits from the government. You get paid every fortnight. And part of that is if you're able to work, you just haven't got work. Well, then you have to go out and I think it's 10 employees per month that you have to go out and put a resume in and try to get a job. So what we get is we get a lot of people applying for jobs that don't even want jobs. Like we've had people apply for jobs. We've gone through the whole interview process, keen as everything, get them into the first day, they don't even turn up. So we look at it this way and go, okay, how do we start attracting the right people? Do we want to poach? Do we want to get people that have probably been in industry but left it for whatever reason and want to come back? Do we want to get just new people that have never done anything in industry? So there's all these things that you have to work out. We had none of this laid out in my business. So how we did it was we need to employ somebody. Let's say it's a technician. We just put a ad up in Seek and just say we need a technician to start immediately. This is, you know, what the role is what we're paying. Come in for an interview sort of thing. But now what we're doing is we're trying to step back and be able to have a bank of resumes or people that have been already vetted to a stage that we're happy with, because we may need someone now, but we may not need somebody for another month, but then we're going to go through that whole process again and start again to do it again. So the other thing was, how do we attract people continuously to the business? So what we're looking at is developing a way where we've built a couple platforms. And this is where we go back to, it doesn't matter how long you've been in business. If you have your platforms and your processes and your direction of where you're going already in place and in mind, well, then this becomes easy. But if you haven't, well, then you have to go back and redo those things, is what we are finding now, because we want to do this system. Okay, no problems at all. We'll go back and we'll do that. So the idea is that we have a platform. It has the ability, if you already have the jobs that are already current, or the jobs that you're looking, that you may be growing into, already on the platform. So how that works is that you build a job description initially. So if it's a technician, well, then you build a job description for that role. So there's certain things that you need to do there. That then goes onto the platform. And then if it's all filled out correctly, Well, when you're ready to advertise, all you have to do is go to the send page, which is page 5 on this one, and you just choose where you're going to send it off to. So it gives you a bank of ways to send it out: Facebook, marketing, Seek, Indeed is another one in Australia. So it gives you a list of those, and all you do is push yes, and it does everything for you. So the next stage from there was, okay, well, how do we get the right applicants? So we've given them a job description. We then, if they download the sheet off where they found it, there's a form they download. It also will give them our website address. So what they have to do there is they have to be able to go to our website. There's 10 questions that they need to ask from our website. Now, these 10 questions are simply about us: who we are, where we're established, what type of work we perform, our core values, what are our core values, and those things. So there's 10 questions on there that they have to answer. It's a multiple choice, so they have to get it right. So it's already set up. If they get it wrong, they have to go back and redo it. But if they get it right, well, then they get a new form where they have to send their resume and a few more details. So in our business, we need a driver's license. You have to have a driver's license. We also let them know that we'll do police checks. So we need to have our staff with police checked, blue cards, anything like that. So you set it up how you want to set it up. They then send that off, and then the program will resend them a new email with another link, and that link has a company handbook. So you have to have a company handbook. And what your company handbook is, it's an overview of your business and the health and safety aspects of your business. So we ask them to read that and then answer 20 questions. So let me break down what we've done there and why we've done it, so you can get an understanding. We're putting out an advert to people that we're trying to attract. So we have a job description and we have our core values. So we're already telling them these are the people that we're wanting, as well as the type of people we're wanting. So if they're serious about a job, they then have to download a form. They have to read that. They then have to go to our website. They have to read our website. They then have to do a multiple choice questionnaire and hand it back. So straight away, we know that they are literate, they can read, they can follow directions, they can use the internet and devices for that, and they can follow direction. So straight away, we've already found that out about them. So they send it back and we send them our WHS or our handbook. So what we're doing there is we're taking away some of the liabilities as a business owner. So what normally happens is they come into the office for an interview, but if one of those people were to come in the office and they tripped over the first step, broke their leg, well, you may be liable because you haven't done an induction or haven't gone through any safeties, site inductions or safeties. So the idea behind the handbook is for them to give them an understanding that there is some safety elements that you put in place as a business owner. So you're then showing them that you do care about them. You do show them then that there's procedures in place and that they will have to do those procedures to move on. So it's all stepping stones. So you're already starting to get a better caliper person and then you also know that they're keen for the job because now they got to the second stage. So that's the whole idea behind that. So that's where we're going with the fundamentals is we want to break it down, right down to the point where we have a business structure that has a clear goal and a clear end. So we sort of call that in our business the cradle to the grave. So the employment to the end, whether that's you sell the business, you retire, something else happens, you go bankrupt or whatever. There's a start and there's a finish to businesses always. And so what we're trying to do is we're trying to implement the fundamentals around you as a business owner having your business in the best possible light it can be.